Right, welcome back to another rematch analyst. Right, so last time we've analyzed one of the number one team in the world apparently, which is I think it's in Europe. This one's in NA. Apparently they won the first ever rematch tournament, a 30 team tournament, and Sky's on teams NA6A, which is I don't know how to pronounce your name. Like I'm not even gonna try, but his team's Yaish FC. I hope I pronounced that right. Probably not, but I've seen one of their scrim video, and this is the actual tournament final, which is a two-legged game against what
No, 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 no,
OSC.
That's fine.
Let's just start off. Let's just start the video. Right. One thing I want to point out that I'm gonna try to explain more during the videos are basic defense shape or basic attacking shape, which it's more like theory crafting at this point because the game's fairly new, like it's not even out yet. So we're just theory crafting of how the meta is gonna be and what works or what doesn't work in rematch. As we talked about last time, we don't want to press keepers. First off, this is really poor already. Keeper's got the ball here, and one's gone all the way up to press, and then they are just doing it. Clearly, they're doing a man mark because 3 is onto this guy, 6 is onto our brother here, and then on the minimap we can see the other teammates over there. So it's like a situation just like that, and then guy on the ball, like guys on the ball here. Where's the last player? Last player's in like here. So right, so he's marking him. Ball's over here. Problem is right. So he's pressed the keeper, and now he's running back, as you can see on screen. He's running back, and then Peter Deity over here, he's got the ball all three. If he actually looks in, this space wide open. Move in here. Bring the ball in. Just move in here. Alright. Move in here. That's what he does.
I'm taking this guy to mid.
But he just stays on the line, and right, this is the problem with man marking, right? It's a good tactic, but it's not good if you blindly follows it, because we can see he's made that run to drag this 5 out. 3's come in for this run into the middle. Worked perfectly. Offensively on attacking, perfect, because now he's made that space in the middle, like right here. He can place that ball in and you can tap in. Defensively shocking. Why? Right, let's go back here. 5, guy on the screen, right? Let's go back here. He has.
I'm gonna take this guy to mid. I'm taking this guy to mid.
Yep, he's taking that guy to mid. If he makes that run here, what you want to do, right? You are the last man, because your teammates all over the place. You're the last man. You don't move. If he runs out, you know there's a teammate over there. You don't follow. You call switch. He runs. He switches. Then you stay here. Then you can block this run from 3, which is Stally. You can still cover your middle, because this is the most important part to cover. This is the danger zone, right? You don't just follow him out and then let your teammate run back in, and he's behind because you're on the back foot already. They are the proactive team. They are on attack. They are the more proactive. They are the proactive team. He should just he plays it back in header, 1-0. This should have never happened. He should have never dragged him out. Right. This is good setup. This is a good setup by the Reds, by Yaish FC. Because ideally you want to set up in the diamond where you just pick up a man. So you kind of like pick up a man, kind of like that, behind the ball. Everyone behind the ball as well. This is perfect. This is really good defending. Right, another important thing I want to talk about is transition. Transition is probably one of the most effective way to score in any sports game, basketball, football, hockey, whatever ball like that has like a two-way goal system. If the other team's attacking and then you gets the ball, tackles, intercept, whatever, you go back the other way. The other team's got most of the team committed to your half. So if you transition on a counter attack, you have the numerical advantage of players, and it's easier to score when you are outnumbering the opposition in their own half. So one of the most effective way to score in rematch or any other football related game is the transition. It's the counter attack. So you have to nail your counter attack. You have to punish the other team when they lose the ball. Like maybe they lose the ball like by mistake or anything. You just have to hit that counter and nail them. Right, we've seen this too many times now. This players, I know the game mechanic allows you to block the keepers giving the ball out, but going to a high level of play, the keeper's gonna like go left, go right, juke you out the way, and then play that ball out wide. There's no point of blocking it. Blocking it, like you might get that block like once out of 10 times, but most of the time you don't get it. And then you're a man down on defense. If the other team knows how to like counter, this is basically counter attack because you got that numerical advantage again. It's a 4v3 in their own half. So if the other team know how to punish you, you are fucked. So never press the keeper. Now, the problem comes to here, right? This is a man-to-man. The white team's playing a man-to-man
I'm taking this guy to mid.
system. They're playing man-to-man defense.
Cut in.
I assume. So tell me why 5 has just left his man and committed to Pito. Pito? Why is he just committed into the ball while his teammates running back? Now it's left it in a really awkward situation because they had the ball here, and then he was running out wide, and then what was the number? Number 5 here. It was following, right? And then one is just running back from here, like he's nowhere to be seen. And there's another guy here, another guy here. So we're sort of in a situation like that. We're probably in a situation like that. Man to man, he runs out wide. That's fine. Because you still get this guy here open. If he runs in, he can push up to like block that line or just defend him. He's dragged him out wide. All of a sudden, he just committed to it. Now, what does this guy do? Like, does he stay? Does he come in? If he comes in, this guy's free. And then if this guy comes over here and then 3 drops in, then you get 2 man open. So if you're going to play man-to-man, right, stick to it, follows him out, right? If he goes, you go. Just stay kind of middle. Like, just don't go over there. Like, if you set up a zone, something like that, just don't go out wide. Just stay inside this middle zone.
Hitting you, Tony. I'm hitting you. Oh, 1-4, 1-4.
So we placed the ball over here. 2v1. Because he committed. And then now he's free back post because this guy's instinctively going to come this side because the ball's over here.
Okay, that's fine.
I got it. I'm shooting.
Now, they've got the ball here. And because this guy's coming on a slide tackle out the game, now it's a 2v1. Now it's an easy tap in.
Lurking
Oh, he just left the ball. Right. This is a good thing. This is a good thing that the white team's doing. They're on the high press. So what is a high press? A high press is basically this team, red team's got the ball, Yaish FC has got the ball, and then they've got a 2v2 right here, so they could press that. High press in the opposition half, like kinda because they're like, if we go a bit here, he's won the ball there, he's negative. What does it mean by negative? Negative means you are facing your own goal, basically. So moving Galaxy here is negative. He's facing his own net.
You got.
And one of their players, the red team players, on the other side, and it's really hard to play direct ball from there to where we are right now, and he's 5 over here is blocked. He's gonna cut that pass any day. So we have got that press going on over here, and then this one I assume here.
That left.
The problem is, right, when you press, you need to be organized. It has to be everyone, and it's ideally when it's over here, one goes like, you don't go for, how do I explain that? You go for the mistake, which is the first point here when they went back. Good touch when he went back here. He needs to go for the ball,
You got left.
but he's kind of like half-ass his press. Now they're committed. Now because the ball is played back, and they've both gone, as you can see from here. They've both gone. Keepers in rematch can pick up the ball and kick it back out. In actual football or futsal you can't. You have to use your feet. But in rematch you can pick up the ball with your hands. So now he's not picked it up. He's came outside. But point is, right, they've committed too far of a press. Now you've left the space behind you open with another 3v2. Even though he's tracked all the way back and this guy's followed, but because it's a 2v2 with the keeper now, the numerical advantage of the opposition half is better for the red team. Now ball plays across. If he plays a long ball to our guy that running behind, he run behind the defender. Good ball that. Is open the white team hole up. Look, there's 2 in the middle. There's maybe 1 defender left. There's not even anyone left. Oh, the other one's gone and go. Exactly. This is what I talked about for transition. Look at the transition when, like, it was like how, like, 5-10 seconds earlier. We start off here. The press. It was a good press. It's 4 minutes and 35 left when they had a good press. Now realize that you're probably not gonna have a good chance of scoring. Back off. Let them play. So in the space of basically 20 seconds, they've gone from a good press situation to conceding.
You're good. Lock in. I ask you questions and you respond. We're locked in.
You need to realize when's a good time to press and when to back off from it.
Right there. You hit.
It's a fine margin, but it's a fine line. But you have to know when to back off. This is really bad. You should never dribble SLRs, man.
I'm telling this. Quarter.
Because if you lose the ball,
I made him. I have him so free.
it's a one-on-one with the keeper.
Slowly.
So they are pressing with 1 man, which is,
I'm telling this. Quarter.
to be fair, they lost the ball here.
I made him. I have him
And
so free.
Take it.
I think they call for a press. He's pressed the keeper yet again. If you press the keeper, you are automatically gonna be in a disadvantage. Keeper plays the ball out,
Slowly.
long ball
You back to me.
into the middle. Oh, good challenge. That should have been a goal. That should have been 3-0 if you just finish a little bit faster.
We don't need to go crazy.
Right, he's pressing the keeper again. Let's talk about basic defending, right? Let's talk about how you should set up as a 4. There's a few ways to do it. You can do a sort of a 3-1 press. You can do a 1-3, like kind of this guy just stays here and like you sit a bit back, like halfway, and then once the ball comes to halfway, you start putting on pressure. Or if you want to press, you go 2-1-1 in like a Y shape. Now, I've seen a lot of teams that are doing that, where they've got 1 man here, they've got 2 men here, and then this guy just over here, and then long ball over the top to number 4, right? Because I've not really seen anyone play short in a goal kick situation like this one right here. They've sort of set up like that kind of thing, and then ball placed over here. So if you want to press like a Y. If they do that, they play short, alright? He can go, and he can tuck in a bit. This guy, 5 here, is a sweeper. He goes left or right. Wherever the ball goes, he goes. So let's say middle guy comes here, and then ball plays here. He goes, and then whatever this two do, one just follows him, come back. If we move back here, if we move back to that situation here, if 5 decides, or if they decide to set up like that, which not a lot of teams do in rematch, I'm not gonna lie. Right, if he plays to 5, right, and then this 2 run here, 3 could press up to him, he could close that angle, and then 5 comes around and then follows that. He follows the first runner, which you kind of blocked off that pass. So he has to go this way. And then when he go that way, you've already got number 1 over here. So when he plays that, you go in and the number 3 comes in and basically block off this pass option, and he has nowhere to go. He either go down the line or he just play back to the keeper. That's how you limit the pass option. So if you're gonna go press, and they do set up in like a free situation over here, set up like that.
Go, 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 go.
Here's an option. V. Deal.
Back, 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 back. That works.
A back heel shot.
Don't lose your guys, Sully, don't lose your guys.
A back heel
There, 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 there.
cross in
Goalie out,
kind of
goalie out,
thing.
goalie out. New goalie. 5 is gonna be back post. 5 is gonna be back post.
That is a really good counter. I don't know why. Okay. There's another big problem, right? We're in a counter attack
5 is gonna be back.
situation right here. 1-2's tracking back. Ball's over here. You've got one guy in the middle, one guy here. It's probably like that. And then you've got one here, one here, and one here. And then the last man's probably over here. Alright, ball plays in the middle. That's the situation right here. Why is this guy, if you look at the mini-map, why is he here? I know you can, I know they're probably thinking, oh, I'll drag this last guy out wide, but he's never going to go, if he's a good player, he's never going to come out here. He's going to stay central. Come in. Come in. Give him another option. Come in, make that fake run, come back out, give him a pass. Come in, go back out wide, give him a pass option. And then you run back post and then go. Why are you standing outside?
Be ready for the shot ball.
Cut in.
Hitting now? Fine.
Cover back post,
Now
cover
they've
back
played
post.
it out wide, but it's too late now. Everyone's back in the box.
Oh my god, my game is.
Good goal though. Don't know how they allowed that, but that's a really good goal.
When I turned my camera, my guy looked at the goal.
I'm right.
You in that back? Yeah, yeah. My tackle,
Right,
tackle.
educate me if my guy here is watching. Why are we always looking at the goal? Why are we not looking at the ball?
You got mid? You got mid?
Shooting it.
Because you should be always looking at the ball of where the ball's going, like what's the ball like traveling like. Why are we always looking at the goal and not looking at the ball?
Your ice is open,
I know you can look at a mini map, but is that like the best?
Middle, maybe.
You know, you're not really keeping up to where the defenders are.
1 minute left. 1 minute.
There's one guy deep.
But I don't know. It might be a meta thing,
Watch sticks.
Just shoots it.
but
Chill.
I'm not understanding. It might be something. There has to be a reason.
We have 20 seconds.
You got me?
16 seconds. 16.
I'm
I'm
middle,
behind.
focus, Galaxy down line, Galaxy down line.
Good game management. Just keeping the ball, not allowing the other team to have the possession. If they don't have possession, they can't score. It was really good game management.
Me mid.
Good game management at the end there.
Alright, let's go.
Watch out for the boot. You know they're gonna fucking rip that shit.
Yeah, watch it.
There's keeper change. I've seen this a lot, where they're changing keeper and you just have a shot on target, see if you can catch them out.
I'm in your left.
I think this red team's setting up more of like a 2-2. Good ball in, back out,
Bang.
shot on target, good go. Right, let's talk about 2-2 defending. So we saw there, the red team setting like a 2-2, and they basically stretch up, you know, the defending team if they're playing a man-to-man. It's a good way to stretch it out, you know.
I'm in your left.
Yet again, this guy just running. This is why this boy's allowed to play through here. If he just stayed there, he needed to go long, then you probably gain a like possession. But he played it here,
Sealing.
Me here?
and he's coming in on another tackle. Like just stay on your feet. Don't commit. Like just don't commit this early. All right, let's explain why the Y press also works here. So if they set up in a 2-2, I know this looks like, like these two very open, right? But they're really not. Because they need to get up from this space before they could progress the ball to down here or down here. So if they play for if they play for here, and you just block that, and you come in and block the other pass, he has to go long. When he goes long, this guy comes because he's deepest, so he's sweeping both sides. Wherever the ball goes, he comes this side, and then this guy can immediately cover the middle, and then you can just let your two guys drop back. Okay, so white team's playing fly. Every time the keeper comes out, I'm just gonna start saying they're playing fly. If we need a reminder of what fly is, it's basically the keeper comes out as an outfield player. It's very common in futsal. The whole reason is because you can't pass back in futsal once the keeper releases the ball. But if the keeper go past halfway, he can have unlimited touch. Where you can just use him as a normal outfield player. So a lot of futsal team does that if they need they'll go down or they just want to keep possession, they'll play fly. White team's doing that because they'll go down, so they want another a numerical advantage in their team's half to basically try and score a goal. But they have rushed it here. If you play fly, you just want to keep the ball and wait for the other team to make mistakes, and then you punish on their mistake. Now this is a good counter opportunity. You've got two man committed. Keeper, if it's a bit bold, roll the ball out, run out.
Yep. Interception, bang. And
Wow.
oh my God.
Good read on the play though. Good read on the
I'll
pass.
overlap with you and I'll go back.
I'm still maining his options.
There's not much composure around on the white team. They're just kind of like, oh, let's chuck the ball up and see what happens.
Dylan, go.
They're like bang, 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 go. Ball forward, shoot.
Dylan, check in.
Understood.
We're just forcing this.
They're
ball.
not very methodical, which is how you should play in a 5v5 situation. In a 5v5, it has to be very methodical. You have to read how the game's going, player movements, and then capitalize on mistakes. I feel like that's another theory crafting time. If you're here,
You're there. Bang one.
use the backboard, kick it up, and then let this guy in the middle volley back in.
Get it. Get out. Nice.
Good composure that.
Boom it.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
My bad. I thought you were turning in.
What the fuck is happening on my screen? Galaxy just sound like guy's head. Galaxy actually just ruined that guy.
Sorry.
Boot it. If you have nothing, bro, boot it. I would rather you boot it than us panicking in the back, man.
You guys are 2v1. You
Good
have time.
point.
fuck is
Sometimes you just gotta
happening?
kick it out.
Works.
Chill.
If
Right
in
for right
doubt,
side,
kick
yeah,
it out.
All the way right side. Wait for the dispersion though.
Yep.
Okay.
I like that. That's good. No, that's good option. That's good offensive option. You
I-
pull up
they'll
behind
say
you,
back,
Stolly.
I'm
Just
going
be
up.
ready.
Want me to shoot?
Crossing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stole. He's got
Fuck, I missed.
got some
alright.
good sense. He's
Nice
you know
one.
attacking that space where there's no one.
You can pass back to me.
Top left.
Middle.
Left?
Too far.
No way.
Uh,
We're good.
I'm gonna cross the floor here, maybe.
Loose ball.
I got it.
Nice. Blocking your man.
Oh, nasty rainbow flare. Go on, cut in.
Backward.
Good
Ooh,
backboard
that's-
usage, I'm not gonna lie.
You got me, you got me, you got me. Good. Who's
Like
in
that.
Pedo?
Here, press, yep. Back to you, Dill.
Middle.
A little bit behind you.
Cheers, Dylan.
I'm behind you, Dylan. I'm behind you if you need.
Okay.
Wide as well.
Sully?
Good save by the keeper.
Care one.
I'm making a very bold statement here. If Stoley continues to, if he continues just to grind this game out, he could become a pro player.
Tony, get forward.
He's got the sense. He's got,
Honestly,
you know,
push.
he's just
Press,
gotta
yeah,
get the
press,
mechanics
press,
down.
press.
He's
Cut off forward.
promising. Yeah,
Right here?
if that was me, I would just kind of like fuck around the corner. You've got 10 seconds left for winning a tournament. I would just fuck around the corner with no people, with no other player next to me.
Oh, give me that. Oh.
GG's, boys.
We won the fucking tournament. We're the best club in the fucking game. Good shit.
Damn yeah, boys.
Overall, this red team's pretty good. You know, they've got the attack going on. They've got some good defense. I mean, the white team also gave them like most of the chances, but overall they're doing pretty well. Probably more organized than the other EU #1 team in the world was doing. But yeah, next video I'm probably gonna talk about actual like attacking rotation, defending shapes, and mostly just theory crafting on the tactical board, and to see what we can make out, how the game would play when it launches in the high level kind of platform we're talking about. But, if you enjoyed it, me yapping again, make sure you subscribe and like the video, and let me know what I should be yapping about next time. And I'll see you next video.